and welcome to video number 2 in this mini 3-part video series. I hope you enjoyed video number 1 where I shared with you my story and my ups and downs in business. And I told you in this video that I'm going to share with you the problems that I see in business, either that I've been through or that I've seen working through with clients, and also the opportunities that are available to you to turn things around, create growth and freedom in your business. So here's the deal. 80% of all businesses fail within the 5th year, and most are failing the first year. And this is a shocking statistic, especially if you are in business currently and you are struggling to grow, struggling to get in leads and clients, to create a profit, and ultimately create the freedom that you're looking for. So from video 1, if you remember, I shared with you that I've been on both sides of business, from really struggling in business and not knowing how to turn it around, and eventually having to make that tough decision of walking away from my money investment and my time investment to growing a 7-figure business with 4 locations and 35 plus employees. And all along the way there are problems and situations that arise. So here are some of the problems that I see. So number 1 is really working in the business and not on the business. So what does this mean? Many people got into business because they loved what they did. They were a hairstylist, they were a baker, they were a lawyer, and they got into business because they didn't want to work for somebody else anymore, and they wanted that freedom, that time freedom. So what ends up happening when you get into business is you don't actually understand the skill of creating the business and growing the business. So you are the person actually working in the business. You're doing the day in and day out work. You're putting out fires. You are handling all the clients. You may be the receptionist, the front desk. You're also taking care of all the numbers in the bookkeeping to prepare for taxes. And it all becomes too much. And so the biggest problem that I see is not knowing how to get out of that place where you're working in the business instead of on the business. So working on the business is actually where you should be focusing, which is sales and marketing and growing the business and really creating structure and procedures so that other people can follow them and replicate your results. So that is another situation that arises in business, is that once you've created the revenue and you have these clients coming in, how do you hire, train, and replicate what it is that you do? So that can really come down to all sorts of different problems within the business. Not knowing how to train, not knowing how to lead a team and really grow and actually teach somebody how to replicate what you're doing. So one of the biggest problems that I see is that people will say, well, I do it so much better and I cannot get my employees to do it the same way that I do it. They don't sell the same, they don't get the same results, they're not motivated. So how do I turn that culture around? How do I become that leader that can lead a team to get the same sort of results? And the other thing that I see as one of the biggest problems is not understanding the numbers. So not understanding what needs to be tracked, how it needs to be tracked, and what the numbers actually mean in your business. And that's hugely important, especially if you are struggling to create a profit, if you're getting clients in and you're spending all the money or you're not sure of how do you take this profit and to be able to grow, right? So that's another problem that arises. So with most businesses failing in the first year, what are the opportunities? How do we turn this around? So I have created, and this is what I do in my business and what I've created as I work with clients, is 5 opportunity points within business that are so hugely important to not only understand, but track so that you know your results so that you can improve them. Okay, so these are the 5 opportunity points in business. So the first one is going to be your leads. So the first one's going to be your leads. So leads are super important. So how do you bring in leads? Leads are the people that are actually calling the business, landing on your website, or walking into your business. So how do you track that from the marketing that you're doing so that you actually know your return on investment? Because it's huge to know your return on investment, and all of these 5 opportunity points go into tracking that return on investment. So the first thing that you want to know and understand is what leads are coming to your door from your marketing. Because you really want to know, how much is this marketing costing me? Is the marketing that I'm putting out there creating a profit, or am I spending too much? Because marketing is really just, did I create a profit based off of the money that I spent? Did I spend $5 a lead or $2 a lead, and how much did that cost me to get that client? So number 1 is tracking, really understanding the leads that are coming in from your marketing. And number 2 is conversions. So of these leads that are walking in, calling you, landing on your website, how many of them are converting to paid clients? How many of those are actually paying you for something? Number 3 is going to be your sale and transaction amount. So for many businesses, this is going to be an average number. So the average number, so if you have a retail store, the average number amount that somebody would spend when they come in the door. If you are a hairstylist, anybody, it can be an average of what somebody would spend. And number 4 is going to be the upsell. So you have people coming through your door, they're purchasing from you, they're creating a sale. What can you do to increase this amount, increase this number, to create an upsell, to create more money for each person that walks in your door, lands on your website, whatever it is? And the 5th one is repeat. So of the people that are coming through your door, how can you give them an experience that would make them want to come back into your door, make them want to repeat purchase from you? And what are all these numbers looking like? So every single one of these are opportunity points for your business. So knowing what they are currently, knowing what the percentage is, and then being able to improve these opportunity points. So just one of these, say for instance, you increase your leads to conversions by 10%, that can create a huge difference in your profit and your bottom line. So really understanding, so all of these 5 opportunity points are really going to give you a big picture of what it's costing you to bring in the leads, and are you getting a return on investment for the money that you're putting out for your marketing. So these are the 5 opportunity points. These are hugely important in business. So I hope you have enjoyed this. We are going to, so in video number 3, what I'm going to share with you is how to actually capitalize on all this. How do you create more profit? So I'm going to share with you my system, how I work with clients, and how you can improve every single one of these numbers and create more profit. So I look forward to seeing you on video number 3. Again, my name's Elena Forbes, and thank you for joining me on video number 2. See you soon.